Incarcerated dancehall star Ninjaman will return to the Home Circuit Court on June the 2nd as his legal team presses ahead with the appeal of his murder conviction. Despite pleading their innocence since being arrested in 2024, rapper Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, were found guilty on all counts in their federal wire fraud trial in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on Friday. Jamaican dancehall star Elephant Man is set to perform in the United Kingdom for the first time in 16 years, marking not only a return to the stage but also an emotional reunion with two of his 38 children. Sean Paul, dancehall superstar, revealed why he disrespected TikToker over quote-unquote jacket comment. People, welcome back to the channel. Dancehall info, man have to stress it, the name says it all. Like and subscribe. 876 DNA founder Terran Dewar revealed in January that a famous entertainer and sports star recently found out that they were raising illegitimate children. We Jamaicans call it jacket, and what it actually means is that you're fathering a child that is not yours. Anyway, rumors began circulating about whom the high-profile Jamaicans are. A TikToker called 119 made the assumption that the entertainer in question was Sean Paul, which led to a verbal altercation between the men at an event. During an interview released on Thursday, Paul discussed the altercation and explained why he reacted the way he did. Speaking on BBC One Extra, Sean Paul outlined that the altercation could have been far worse and could have led to a quote-unquote court case and a quote-unquote hospital bill. The Temperature DJ said that after 119 made the negative remarks about his wife, Jodie Hendricks, he chose to remain silent and be with his family. However, he became infuriated when the TikToker saw him at a party and greeted him as if he had done nothing wrong. And I quote, "When me look, this guy is over me. How you doing? How you doing?" With him drink. I'ma say, "How you mean how me doing? Me know you, bro. Go away, man, and move from here, so." Him draw me out that way there. The reason being, bro, if me see you and you say that about me, don't look in my face and talk about how you're doing, unquote. He went on to state that he did not wish to delve deeply into what happened, but shared that he has proof that can easily prove that 119's comments are ridiculous. Sean Paul added that he was hurt by the comment about his family, but suggested that he would have remained silent if he had not met him face to face. Honestly, before me even start laugh at Sean Paul and say, "Oh, the dog run, go do a DNA test," because the dog obviously go do a DNA test because he must say him have proof. Today get some picture of me when I was much younger, and it was very it was very, okay, I don't want to use the wrong English term. It was very comforting when I look at my younger picture and look at my son and realize they're a splitting image. To be totally honest, it was very comforting because them Jamaican girls are wicked, them wicked. Anyway, Sean Paul, make sure you do him DNA test. Because people him say him have proof. I'm not wrong with that still, but if I let him go do still, it make it look like say I don't trust him woman, and them woman are really feel a way just because of some look either TikTok. And you can know say the dog a pre deep, Sean Paul a pre 119 dark. Can you hear what the man say? It could have led to a court case and a hospital bill. Say if you know the man meds there, the man come like him want do something to somebody. People tell me one thing in the comment section, and remember to leave a like, you know. And if you're new around here, subscribe Dancehall Info. You get the latest info on your favorite dancehall and reggae entertainers straight from a source, because you don't know a Jamaica would dead. Incarcerated dancehall star Ninjaman will return to the Home Circuit Court on June the 2nd as his legal team presses ahead with the appeal of his murder conviction. Attorney at law Robert Fletcher confirmed that the Border Clash DJ will return to court but did not reveal any details about the strategy of the legal team. Quote, "The team is going through the transcript now and noting the discrepancies and conflicting testimonies so that they can mount a formidable defense," unquote. A source told that to the Observer Online, or Online Observer to make it more clearly. An Observer is a news media in Jamaica, a news tabloid. Anyway, Ninjaman's murder appeal was impacted negatively by the sudden illness and death of his attorney at law, Valerie Nita Robertson, the 71-year-old legal powerhouse who was spearheading his appeal. Robertson fell ill last October and passed away peacefully on February the 25th this year, surrounded by her family members. Nita Robertson had intended to challenge the DJ's murder conviction on the grounds that he did not receive a fair trial, which is a constitutional entitlement of every citizen. In an interview years ago, Nita Robertson had pointed out to the length of the delay in the case, which had seen 17 trial dates and 23 mentions before the actual trial. It is alleged that on the day in question, the deceased Ricardo Johnson was sweeping his yard in the company of a friend on Mall Road, St. Andrew, when a motor car with 3 men aboard drove up. An argument developed between Johnson's friend and the men, who left but later returned with guns blazing. Johnson was fatally shot in the incident. Ninjaman turned himself into the police shortly after the incident, upon hearing that he was being sought as a person of interest in the case. The trial involved 7 witnesses, including one who testified that a group of men led by Ninjaman entered a yard on the day in question. It was further alleged that the DJ fired 2 shots at the witness and he had to flee the premises. Quote from Miss Nita: "The length of the delay deprived him of his alibi witnesses, and that would have made a great difference. Instead, we had to challenge the credibility of the prosecution's witnesses without being able to produce witnesses to substantiate Ninjaman's argument that he was in Mandeville at the time of the shooting," unquote. Miss Nita Robertson also believed that Ninjaman's fame and past reputation weighed heavily on the decision by the 7-member jury. The Crown relied heavily on the concept of quote-unquote common design to infer that the 3 convicted men were acting together in a common design, which was aimed at using the guns to cause grievous bodily harm to Mr. Ricardo Johnson. The Don Gargan was convicted and sentenced to life in prison in November 2017 for the murder of Ricardo Johnson in March 2009. He was convicted along with his son, Janiel Ballantyne and Dennis Clayton. Ninjaman was sentenced to serve at least 25 years in prison before he was eligible for parole. Ninjaman is one of the greatest living masters of lyrical clash. He is known for songs such as Permit to Bury, Free Food Ticket, Ninjaman Ninja, Murder Them, Border Clash, Bad Boy in a Cub Scout, Church Eden featuring Shaggy, and Do It featuring Specialists. Might as well, you know. You see, everybody will get them appeal and have come road, so Ninjaman is somebody to see the fear of the come road, see the God's son the come road where they. So I'm to Ninjaman. Might as well, people. People tell me what you think in the comment section. Sorry about that. I know say somebody lost their life in this situation, so now we just laugh and say might as well. Condolence to whoever is it, and RIP youth Ricardo Johnson, because I don't even know you. I'm just acting this way because you don't know a Ninjaman and a superstar, but we know say other people feel a way because them lost someone. Whichever way you want to look upon it, you could have say I'm a criminal or whatever, he's still a human being. But what I'm saying still, everybody about them appeal and come road, so I'm the Ninjaman. People tell me what you think in the comment section, and remember to leave a like, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button around here so you get the latest and hottest information on your favorite dancehall and reggae entertainers, and we give you opinions as well. Okay, we'll just regurgitate. Despite pleading their innocence since being arrested in 2024, rapper Sean Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, were found guilty on all counts in their federal wire fraud trial in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on Friday, March the 28th, 2025. The jury reached its verdict after a few hours of deliberation, convicting the pair of defrauding multiple luxury businesses, including a jewelry company, a high-end bed manufacturer, a luxury car dealership, and a micro-LED TV company. According to the federal indictment, Kingston, whose real name is Kishan Anderson, allegedly used his celebrity status and social media influence to persuade sellers to deliver high-value goods before payment. Turner reportedly played a role in coordinating the deliveries, but payments were made through fraudulent wire transfer, allowing them to retain the item without ever settling the bills. The scheme, authorities said, spanned several years until March 2024. During the trial, Turner's defense attorney, Humberto Dominguez, argued that she was only trying to protect her son from people seeking to exploit his wealth. However, Judge David S. Liebowitz determined that Turner's testimony was obstructive, leading to her immediate remand into federal custody until sentencing. On the other hand, Sean Kingston, who is 35 years old, was granted house arrest with electronic monitoring but must post a $500,000 surety bond and $200,000 in cash to remain out of jail. Their sentencing is scheduled for July the 11th, where they face the possibility of up to 20 years in prison for their roles in the scheme. 20 years? Yo, America not play with for them money, you know, dog. The people in a ramp with money crime, brother. 20 years? Because when you really pre back and see how the man them deal with Stanford, the brother will come with a 2020 cricket thing, and Olint, the brother will come with some, like, you know, lend money stuff on them, something there. A whole heap of years them get when they really check back, you know. And America not play for send. Them not play for send them stars and them superstars, them celebrities at prison for try evade tax. Tax fraud and them things. So America not run money crime, them run money joke. Don't play with the greenback. People, remember now, like and subscribe. Jamaican dancehall star Elephant Man is set to perform in the United Kingdom for the first time in 16 years, marking not only a return to the stage but also an emotional reunion with two of his 38 children who lived there. The 49-year-old recently secured a UK work permit, and him overjoyed, ecstatic, the whole thing and everything. Yeah. During his active touring years in the UK, Elephant Man fathered a daughter and a son, now 19 and 18 years old respectively. Quote, "At one time I go to England and met the two of them. One go, one energy god." Unquote. January, if I laugh, I drop out of the seat. He expressed excitement about reconnecting with his children. A dark cloud had hung over Elephant Man's UK career in the aftermath of an incident in which DJ Village, a disc jockey who hosts programs on BBC Radio 1, was shot dead outside a London hotel in 2001. The incident happened hours after he and Elephant Man were robbed at gunpoint of over £10,000 sterling in the car park of a London hotel. Elephant Man had just returned from a dub cutting session at a studio when they were pounced upon by two thugs armed with knives and guns. The thieves stripped all four of jewelry, robbed them, and shot DJ Village, whose real name was Horace Pinnock, who died later from a single gunshot wound to the chest. Mr. Pinnock, who was 29 at the time of his death, had hosted Radio 1's Weekends Dancehall Reggae show, and at the time was regarded as one of the rising stars of Britain's diverse dance music industry. Condolence to DJ Village, even though it happened about 24 years ago, nevertheless, quarter of a century ago. Still condolence. But the man them rob everybody and just kill him. I know it's set away. I don't know, maybe him not tough up himself, or maybe them know him from a taller time. I don't really know. But Elephant Man a sample, you know, man. Elephant man say, well, one time him go and get the two of them. One go, one energy god. People, remember, a one dancehall info, and just press the like button one time. And if you're not subscribed yet, one time on the subscribe button too.